When it comes to golf balls, you've got so many options nowadays with different companies, different colours and different mixtures of colours and markings. So should you use something which is more plain with maybe very subtle markings? This is a Titleist Privy 1 and you've just got the line-up line on the side. Or should you go for some of the more elaborate markings? So you've got the Divide here from Strixon, which is obviously very standout. We've got Tour Response here from TaylorMade with a distinct middle part. And then we've also got the Callaway. This is the ERC Soft, but this is the 360 Fade, they call it. So you can see that pattern out, it fades around. Why would you choose to go for one of those maybe over something like a plain ball? Well, if you're someone who does like to have a defined line for things like putting, so lining your ball up in the direction you want it to start, you might find the bigger line-up lines, the more distinct ones, help you point that ball in the direction you want the ball to start and then in turn aim better, possibly. That's something you would have to test and would be personal to the golfer. Some people I've seen use these kind of balls and they put them on the tee to try and think about ideas of club path. So the direction of the club moving through that ball, into out, out to in. So they would move it this way to get more into out and that way to hit a fade in their minds. So that's another way that people might use it. Also, people quite like when they hit chip shots, they see the contrasting colours in this one to get imagine the feeling of how they struck it and the spins, those kind of ideas. Me personally, I like the plain. I don't need big line up lines. I really like these for working with students on ideas of how good they are at pointing at a target with the ball stroke their face, because it shows me their abilities to aim or not. And I know lots of golfers do like these ones where it's maybe not quite as dramatic as the Strixon Divide and they go more into like the chunkier line. What do you use and why? Let us know. I think so many options, you can be sure that you'll find something that suits you. I wouldn't hang my hat on any of these lines actually doing anything apart from making you feel better, certainly from some of the tests I have done in the past. Or are you just more of a classic kind of, I want a plain ball and I want to see the lines, make those lines up in your head? Let us know. I think great for practice, really good for if you do want to use those lines, but for lots of you, I think plain still works as well. I don't know, what do you think?